got up.
Yeah, it's all good. All right.
Yeah, I'm super garbage.
It's all good. All right, so I guess first thing I'm going to say is at this point, this is not a threatening position because the ball is in your corner in this side, right? It's not like Skillers is actually behind the ball, because if he was positioned like on the wall, then by the time the ball rolls, it's actually a straight shot into your net. So since Skillers is actually aiming into your corner, this is actually the safest spot for your ball to be in, is like right here. Because if you think about it, the hardest angle for him to hit is actually right here, right? Because now instead, oops, let me go back into my fly view here. Because instead of being out mid, he only has like this 5% or 5-degree goal, right? Where he can actually just shoot it on target. So the ball being in this side of the field is actually really favorable for you. So I think you focusing on the ball here and going for something, and then obviously realizing he has a hit, is maybe a little quick. I think you could actually afford to just grab the boost on your left here. Because then instead of swinging back, now you would already have boost. And even if you wanted to turn around, you would have boost still, and you'd be able to clear it way farther than you just did, right? Because now, even though you hit it, you don't have a whole lot of momentum, and he's just able to beat you.
Right.
So I think had you just taken boost right away, that would have been a lot better.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, so one of the things that you'll hear, I don't know if you ever watch a whole lot of Rocket League YouTube videos, but you'll hear about people talking back post rotations. What that means is that usually the near post is wherever, like, is this post right here. They call it post or bar. That's the near post because it's closest to the play. What you should be doing here is rotate back post. That means go to the back post first, then drive to the play. What that does is it gives you an easier line of movement and allows you to hit the ball a lot easier. Now, you don't always have the luxury of doing that, you know, depending on like if somebody's just shooting it straight onto your net, you know, you might not always have the time to go back and turn around. But I think in this instance you do, where even if you go in the net and you rotate out like this will give you a much more straight path where you can hit it. The reason this is so awkward is actually because you stay so close to the ball, right? Now, because you're so close to the ball, you don't have a whole lot of options here, right? You're awkward. You have 12 boosts, so you know you can't. At best, you can pop this up and it goes back out to your corner, right? So the reason it's so awkward is because you're so close. So one thing that I'm going to recommend is you actually drive back to your near post, to your back post. Then now look, I literally just have to drive forward, right? So I'm going to play this from this perspective. So even if he hits it off to the backboard, you know, now I can literally just drive straight. And that is so much easier to take than you trying to turn around and try to get it, right? And you got super lucky that he missed that. But you can see that if you just take that idea of back post rotations, then it would just be a simple driving forward and you'd be able to get it clear. Yeah. And at a higher level, if you actually, it's not always a bad thing to rotate into net. In fact, I would encourage that too, because then I'm gonna step this up one further. That if you were to rotate into net, do a 180 like a little J turn. Yeah. If he misses this, now look it. I just drive straight, and the net is right there. Yeah. You don't have to have any boost. You don't have to do anything. You can just literally just drive it right in the net. So there's multiple reasons why you should do that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. I like your idea of hitting this to the left, by the way, because inherently you know that he is on the right side somewhere, right? You don't know where he is. So if the ball starts doing one of these and you meet it and you start pushing up, that means that he can actually challenge you a lot sooner, right? You don't know when that'll be. So inherently, I don't know if you meant to do this on purpose or not, but you actually hitting it out to the left side of the field here is actually really good, because then it can you can utilize a lot more of the space. You know,
kind of trying to keep it away from skill.
Yeah,
like
you don't want to give it to him because you don't know where he's at.
He's like way better than me. Yeah, he's like
we don't want him to have the ball.
Really garbage. Yeah. So he kind of you know what I'm saying, it's an intimidating factor. I was like real nervous playing him one-on-one. This is our first time ever playing ones.
Gotcha.
Against the other two.
Sure.
So, yeah. That's like I used to call him the cleanup man. He used to follow behind me and like it's the ball and stuff. He used to make it. Yeah.
All right. Anything that you can point out from this right now?
Missed the boost.
Yep, exactly. And that was why you probably lost that challenge there.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So it's not as exaggerated, but look at how much easier that is. Look at how you didn't even look at you rotated. This isn't as exaggerated as rotating back post, but it's the same idea. See how when you give yourself distance from the ball, now as you drive forwards, it's much easier to read. Right. So already this is much better than what you did before. So yeah, just wanted to prove my point on that earlier.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it makes sense. And then I centered it for his ass, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think this, the touch here wasn't the best.
Yeah, he said the
Again,
same thing right when it happened.
yeah, I think, again, since you have 0 boost, you have to realize that he's waiting for you to go. So the hardest thing, I think, for a lot of lower ranked players is to realize that you don't always need to be pushing it, like, forwards towards the net, right? Again, the safest spot on the field for the ball to be is actually in this corner, like I said earlier. So if you think about it, if you just let this ball roll towards you and you, like, let it bounce, if you're able to actually catch this ball and push it forward, then you not only, like, say the ball, you catch it and then you push it forwards, you can actually grab boost and you can keep ball possession in your corner, right? Then you have 100 instead of 0, and the ball is in a favorable position for you, and he's less likely to challenge you in the corner because especially in your corner, if he challenges you and say he ends up like right here, say he goes past the ball and you stay behind it, then again, you can just drive it straight into the net. So you have to think about it like the perspective. You don't always need to be shooting for their net because, again, you have 0 boost. What's the chance that you think you're able to score off of this or get it past him, right, and follow it up, right?
Even with 0 boost, not much.
Exactly. Even if you get it past him, what do you think the chances are that he can actually double back and still make a save, right? That's also pretty high.
Yeah.
So I think just having that forward progression, you don't need to, right? So you're trying to push it past him when you don't need to be. So
yeah, he told me right then and there. He's like, yeah, he said that right there. He's like, I don't think you need. That was no threat. I wasn't a threat. I wasn't gonna go for that. So
yeah.
Like, oh.
Okay, so I actually have a kickoff tutorial. I might link you after this, just because I talk about kickoffs a lot. It's actually super important. I think what you did actually was really good. I think you just should have maybe gone to the right instead. I see what you did here, and you actually you drove left, then flipped right.
Yes, yeah. Oh, I do that a lot. I've been getting really good. Yeah, I just exited out. I've been getting really good at that thing. I'm getting really good at the speed flip or whatever, but I just can't do it. Like I don't think I'm doing it right.
That's all right. I think the one adjustment that you can make here is to actually do it the opposite way, though. Grab this boost pad, then flip left. Yeah, go right and then flip left, because then it'll keep you center.
So
then you'll be able to pick up
before we flip.
Yeah. So you can actually grab this boost pad, then you can flip. Then you flip left, then you still land center, and you grab the other boost pad. You'll grab 2 boost pads on your way. Then you're center with the ball, and then you can do whatever you want with it.
I've been skipping them, if not like going right past them. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, and look, I actually think, you timed your flip. You were doing it right. You just did it in the wrong direction, is all. See, if you flipped right, if you went right and then flipped left, you would have been right in center, and you would have been there. Okay. So you had the good execution actually. I just think maybe just switch the direction up and you'd be a lot better. Okay,
cool. I'll try that. I've been practicing that like stupid. It's hard. It's hard as hell.
Yeah. All right. So I think here's another idea where, again, you're trying to hit it hard, but look how far back he is already. Like, he's way farther away than you think. So even when you get a hard hit, like, even if you clear this over him, like, say you clear it off the wall and it goes over him, you're not really going to score this. The chances of you scoring this is pretty low. And at this point, you're just hitting the ball away for no reason. So I think if anything,
don't do that.
Yeah, if anything, don't be afraid of him challenging. That's one of the things that I've learned recently, as far as like playing ones a lot, is that you want your opponent to challenge, because then if you win and you play it smart, then you literally just have to drive it into the net. So instead of always just trying to clear it over him, because look, you got it past him, but look, he can already get back in time, and you can't follow it because you just gave it away. So I think had you kept close, and even here, like every time you flip, that's a commit to a play, right? Because anytime you flip from there, from 45, 44, 43, for 2 seconds now, you can't do anything because you flipped. So it's actually committing to a play to some extent, right? And it's actually, you did very well to adjust after that fact, right? But again, you flipping on that is committing to a hard play. But
gotcha. So I should have saved my flip.
Honestly, I think if anything, if you just let the ball like drop and you catch it like on this side, like the right side of your car, it can actually just kill it, and you can basically just drive it in. To say, you might have been able to drive it in. I'm not saying that would have been the case, because he actually landed here pretty well, right? But you would have kept ball possession a lot more, and you would have gotten him to commit for a 50-50 in front of his net, because then, say he flips out of the way and he flips this way. Well, then if the ball stays center or literally goes anywhere else, then you can just drive it in. Again, you see there's a common theme. There's a common theme here that like you want your opponent to go for something. You want him to like commit to something, because then if you win, then it's a huge benefit to you.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to flip. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, that was a lucky little tap in.
Ooh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Good execution again here. I think maybe just switching the direction. See how you flip left. If you flip right, I'm not saying that you have to flip and like get this boost because that's a little excessive. You should only be really getting this first boost pad. But if you flip right here, look, you're covering more of the goal that's behind you this way, right? Because you want to be covering your net first and foremost. If you're flying off like weight here, like dude, he can literally just drive it straight into net.
That's what they've been doing.
yeah, I'm sure. So yeah, I think again, same thing as before. Maybe just switch the direction that you flip.
And that was a bad roll too. Like, that was a bad flip. I didn't hold down, so like the top of the car went up. Yeah.
There you go.
Slipped out of that one, but yeah. So do it to the right. Dang, why do they keep calling me? Oh man.
That's all right. So here's one thing I want to point out too is again, notice how even though you have 0 boost, the ball is in your corner, and even since you're not committing to this play, let's watch from his perspective. He can't challenge you because you're still there. Even though you have 0 boost, he has to respect you. Because if he turns around and commits to this, if he loses it, then again, you can just drive it into his net. So the fact that you keep it close and you keep it really close to you and you don't like, say you flip this away and then the ball is here, like, well, then of course he's just going to go up and take it. But because you're there, he can't immediately challenge you. So compare that to before when you were flipping it, you know, on like, on the other side of the field, right over here, when you like cleared it out this way on both times, like center and on the corner here on the wall, like you just hit it away from you, and that's when he goes. So this is much better. Even when you have 0 boost, just stay behind it. Yeah, look at, he still can't commit.
Oh yeah.
Look at him. Yeah. He doesn't know what to do. And you have 0 boost, and you're not doing anything. You're just driving around. And look at this. Looks like from my perspective, it looks like you're about to dribble him. I don't know if you missed that. But look at.
I was trying to.
The fact that you don't commit and the fact that you don't jump is actually threatening in and of itself because he doesn't know what the hell you're doing now. You know, so like.
He said that.
So that
you fucked me up because I missed it.
Yeah, but isn't that crazy though? Like thinking about that like the less you commit to the play and the closer you stay to the ball, like the more it fucks him up. That's like so weird to think about.
Like doing less is more.
Again, look at.
Then he did that badass move on me.
Oh yeah.
I was like, damn.
Look at again. See how he doesn't see the difference now too? Is he did the same thing now, and look how hard it is for you to take the ball because he stays with it so close. Yeah, that was.
I didn't know what the hell he was doing. I didn't know what he was doing.
And you almost did the same thing just now. You almost just did. I mean, he basically did the same thing as you just did. So. Yeah, so that's why keeping close to the ball is super important. Yep.
Yeah, and do less to do more.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was watching a video about that yesterday, and he was talking how the dude, I forgot his name, but he's just like, he just keeps on. He doesn't like the ball being close to his team. Like, he just keeps clearing it. He's gonna bang it way. He's gonna bang it way down every time he gets it, and like that ended up being the reason they lost.
Yeah, that's a problem I used to have a lot when I was lower ranked.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
It's hard down here, man. It's hard down here.
For sure. Okay, so I'm going to say about the defensive member rotating back post. Again, this is super awkward because look at from this point on, from the second you turned in midfield to the second that this goes downfield, look at you're staying so close. That's the reason you can't turn and go for it.
I can't even see it when it's there like that.
Yeah, exactly. So had you just rotated back, you're already forcing him to hit it. So even if you just grab this boost pad, then turn, then as the ball comes in, look at that'll be so much more of an easier take.
Right.
Because you're just driving forwards. It's
true.
because you stay close to the ball in this instance. See how there's like a bit of an opposite effect going on?
I do that all the time.
Well, I mean, like between being on offense, you want to stay as close to the ball as possible as you want. But on defense, give yourself some space because that'll be much easier to read. So it's a bit weird to think about, but you know, I mean,
they're trying to read me, and then I'm trying to read them. Yeah, I see the difference. I get it, 100%. But yeah, it is like that when I'm so close because I'm like right underneath the ball, but I don't know exactly where the hell it is because I can't see. I thought that was what that shadow defense crap is, and I've been trying to like find different camera settings to try to get that away. Sure, but it's me getting too damn close to the ball. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I can talk about shadow defense. That's probably maybe something a little bit more advanced, I'd say, because that is saving the ball on the same side. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. I want to talk about, again, flipping is committing to a play. And look at, he's not challenging you whatsoever. He's waiting for you to do something because obviously he can't score this, bro. Like there's no way in hell that he's getting this in your net. It's up against your backboard. So
right.
there's no way he's scoring this. So he's waiting for you to do something, right? He's not committing. Like he's literally just waiting. So if anything, I think you can actually just afford to let this ball drop on the ground. Then you take it out this way. And again, you stay behind it, right? Because then he can't challenge you.
Right.
It's because you flip into it, then it goes off somewhere, and I bet he's able to score off of it or at least get something going.
I think it's centered it.
Yeah, see? Yep. Look at. Had he just kept facing the same way, then this would have been a goal for him.
Hell yeah. Easy, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I even recovered, but yeah.
And look at, see how he hits the ball away? And now that's why you can go for it. Oof.
That was for him to play better defense.
Yeah,
I should have came up on it. Yep. Yeah, and I did come up eventually, but
he messed up. Okay, he had that backflip.
Yeah, that makes sense. Damn, man. All right, like, yeah, it's clearing. You're clearing it up for me a lot right now. Believe it or not.
I appreciate it. Okay, so actually, I'm going to talk about this too, about this center kickoff, because I know a lot of people, even high ranks like champ players, right? Diamond players, champ players, GCs. I get a lot of people that ask me how to do a speed flip and how to do this, fast kickoff, right? But in this center kickoff, this is the only kickoff where you actually grab not one, but two, but three boost pads on the way. So there's no reason for you to do a side flip in this instance, because look at, you're going off course. Why does it, how is it any faster for you to go off course and then correct than it is to just front flip? You're already center with the ball. You're already covering the net behind you, right? You're already center. You're grabbing all these pads. So why take the chance to go off center, miss a pad, then go back center, right? And screw it up.
Yeah,
there's so many variables that can go wrong there. So I'd say this is probably the one kickoff that you don't want to do it as fast as possible.
Okay.
The difference between him doing like some sort of weird speed flip kickoff and you just front flipping is very minimal, because you're grabbing the same amount of boost, right? The flips don't matter as much here because you can boost a lot more. So I'd say this is the one flip where you can literally just front flip. And I'd say still do two flips. So maybe pick up this first boost pad, then flip, then then you can land right before the ball, then flip again, and either to the right or left. So still flip twice, but like just do a front flip. It's so much easier. It makes it easier on you, less that you can mess up, right? There's a lot more reasons for it than to just flip to the side.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so yeah, just pick up this first boost pad.
Yeah, flip.
Then flip right here like you're doing. But imagine you flipping straight, because then you're still just landing. You'll land like right around where this third boost pad is. Then you can actually drive up to the ball and then flip again. So you flip here, you flip here, and then you you flip once here, you land before you get to the ball, then you flip twice when you're actually on the ball.
Gotcha.
And that's more efficient, so that way you don't have to use as much boost.
Yes, sir.
And actually, a perfect example is actually his kickoff, because I think that's what he does here. Ooh, okay. He does like a speed flip here, I think, or a diagonal flip. But the same idea applies, because look at, he flips there, basically stays center, and he doesn't even have to flip twice. He can just drive it in, because he realizes that you screwed up.
I missed so bad, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say maybe don't take that chance and just front flip on that
I won't. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, that looks bad. I mean, I never knew that those pads were I never knew that they were like, they would give you extra boost like when you're going there. I just thought they were just there to fill you up as you go.
Right.
I didn't think that they, like, I really never paid them attention on that stuff. I never did. I just thought doing that.
Man,
flip,
he's got his diagonal flips down really well. It's pretty hard.
Oh, yeah,
I know when you're learning out.
He told me that's what I need to do. He's like, just do diagonal flip. And I'm like, but dude, I've been practicing the speed flip shit for so long. Like, I'm done.
You know,
I do this. I gotta get it.
I actually did a speed flip tutorial on my YouTube channel in the last couple days, actually, because I had so many requests. I had so many people asking me to do it, so I finally did it.
Yeah. I think I got it down. I just like you said, I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah.
My thing is, see, that's how I usually flip. Yeah. That was better, but I didn't boost all the way through it. Yeah. But that's when he told me stop. That's when he started telling me diagonal flips. So you notice I'll probably start doing a couple of more diagonal flips on this one, or just trying to get it down, because like he's telling me this, and I'm like, dude, I've been practicing this. I'm like, I don't know. I just know I'm not doing it right. You know what I'm saying? But I know somewhat how to do it.
Hey, you know what? I'll say that I respect you trying it here, because I'd rather have you try it in a private match than in a ranked match. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, dude, I'd be pissed if my teammate was throwing 4 kickoff goals in a row. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, there's a time and place for it, right? You know, if you want to practice it, that's fine. But like, you know, if you're in a ranked match and you're playing with your teammates, if they don't care, if they don't care, then that's fine. But I'd say, you know,
Nah.
Keep doing it on your own, but try to take the more simple kickoffs when you can.
This season,
ranked.
Yeah, this season I've been just taking advantage of casual and then private matches. Like, everybody's like, oh, I don't play for free and all this other crap and stuff. So they would have us steady playing comp matches, and it was like we were messing up we were staying low rank, and I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to get back to where I was, which was silver, like or gold. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's hard to get back. So I'm like, man, let's just take advantage of casual and private matches. So we've been playing a lot of that more lately. Yeah, try to keep our ranks and get better that way, practice that way, and then go into games when we're warmed up for real. Because I take a while to get ready to go too.
Right. Yeah. Man, he's just bullying you out here.
He got me on that one. Yeah, he did. He handled me on that one. Yeah, he did. I was like, you know what, Skillers? I was like, after this game right there, though, he had me enough heated. I was like, all right, cool. I went on a rampage because like he had to go to work. He had to go to work on after that one. After that one, on like a rampage.
I see. There's no. He only scored one more, so you obviously did something.
And but not in this. Oh no, not in this match. Like after we got through playing this whole game. Yeah. Hell yeah, because I was like, you got to keep in mind, I haven't played with Skillers since I like first started playing this game. Period. Sure. And like then I was on Xbox and stuff too, and it was like he used to play with me, bro. But I know it was painful. You know what I'm saying? For him to be playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know, he was just being a friend and everything like that. But it came a point where we had to like go our separate ways because he was
there comes a point where there's too much of a difference. Yeah.
Right, yeah. So, he did his thing and I went my way, and I like to think that I've gotten better myself, but I've gotten way better than I was, man. I was way worse. Yeah. Like those were the dark days, like I was telling Phil. Those were the dark days, man. Like, shoot, I couldn't buy a win. Right. I couldn't buy a win for anything. But now I just broke even. Like I'm at 50. I'm at 50 now, so I'm like, all right. So I know I'm getting better because I was way worse.
All right, so again, I want to talk about see how the defensive positioning when you go away from it and you're dropping back to your net. You have to respect that he's going for a shot. Like right here. Mm-hmm. So you have to respect that and go back, right? And that's part of like where the shadowing comes into play, because shadowing means that like as he pushes it on this side of the field, you also drop back on the same side of the field. But once he gets rid of the ball and he flumbers it, then that's when you can turn around and you can just take it. Obviously, in the perfect world, this would just be a straight shot into the net. But there's wrong execution here, bad execution, which happens, right? I'm not expecting 100% accuracy here, but
I'm not very accurate at all, especially when that one. I've been practicing on that too. I got Coco's aim bot or some crap like that.
Oh yeah, aim training. Yep, I know that one. Yeah, he honestly just had a really good clear.
Yeah, he handled me in this one. Oh, man, but then we played later on. He got some. I wonder if he probably didn't get those games because he was playing on a slower. He's playing on his laptop.
Right. Okay.
And it was messed up. He was like,
okay. I'm gonna say something here too. Is that there's not one time that I've seen you actually catch the ball, because as this ball is falling to the ground, you can actually just drive into it, and you literally don't have to do anything. You can literally just drive forwards, and if you drive on the left side of the field, on the left side of the ball, just even line up your car with the.
Yeah, I don't know how to catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can go over that, but you literally just let it hit the right side of your car, and it will literally kill it on the ground, so it rolls this way. Then all you got to do is follow up and just get another touch and just boom it into net.
Okay.
So that'll be a lot easier than it is to try to go for like some kind of bounce shot here, right? Where you have to try to go up and shoot it. So
yeah, usually I go out of the air, so I just go to the air and try to catch it.
I think there's been a couple times like on your corner. Remember when the ball was on like the other side, when it was like right here, when it was falling like on the other side, on the other side of the net, or like when it was on the corner over here, but on the other side. Like there's been a bunch of times where you can literally just let the ball hit the ground and let the ball hit your car and drive it out when you haven't done that. So I'm gonna talk about that here in a second. Yeah. See,
I don't know how to do it.
The chance of you getting that is very slim. So. All right.
Like,
I think that's all I have. Did you have any questions or anything about the replay? I think we about covered everything.
Nah, man. Yeah. Other than how to catch it, I think you just told me how to.
Yeah, thanks. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit, and there's more plugins. Like there's the Kickoff timer plugin. That's one of my favorites. So like you said, you were practicing your kickoffs. So this one says that the average time for a kickoff is 2.07 seconds. If I do a speed flip, I just saved like almost like a whole second there.
Oh my god, dude! I'm glad you let me see this, because I've been thinking that app was like that map that they have that you have to do. I thought that was bullshit. I'm like, there's no fucking way you can do that in 2 seconds. I'm like, there's no way, because I see the dudes online doing it so easily.
Yep.
But I just seen you do it. You just showed me that, yeah, there is a way.
You. Let's talk about catching the ball. So with Baka's mod, I can actually press up on my D-pad, and it'll spawn the ball in my car, so I can practice dribbling.
Yeah.
And
they put that on regular too.
Oh yeah, that's right, they did. Okay, so one of my favorite things is pressing like down on the D-pad, and it will literally just toss the ball up in the air to you.
Yeah.
One of the things that I would recommend for this is to actually just let the ball go away from you and just press down, and it'll throw the ball at you, and you try to just catch it. See how I hit it on the side of my car? I can even just do it pretty close, and I can actually just let the ball hit like the side of my car. Because if I press down on my D-pad and I hit the top of my car, see how it's all bouncy right now? I don't really have a whole lot of control. But if I let it hit the side of my car, see how it kills it?
Yeah.
Now I have control instantly. So that's one of the things. And then from here, you know, then I can talk about like dribbling mechanics, drifting, flicking, etc. Right? But it all starts from the catch, right? If I get a bad catch and I don't have control like this, well then I'm not gonna be able to flick it, right? I just can't.
Right. True.
So, you know, if I go too forwards and now it's behind me, it's like, oh shit, well now I don't have control. You know, there's only so much I can do from here. So yeah, if you catch it too far on the top of your car and you go too far ahead of it, it's like, oh, well that play's done.
Yeah.
So,
straight up.
I'd say that's one thing you can practice is just try to throw the ball at you all the time and just try to catch it like this.
Okay.
And then the other thing, and then really honestly just practice keeping it on the top of your car like this. I would actually say, so like one of the things I'd like to recommend as far as dribbling goes, if you want to practice getting it on the top of your car, is just hit it in one direction, take off ball cam, and just turn around and go ahead of it, right? Because now the ball is rolling towards me and I can just drive into it and it pops it up on top of my car, right? So say I drop it, I go ahead of it, turn around, do a little power slide turn, take off ball cam, and I practice catching it. Right? If I turn ball cam on, see how awkward this is?
Yeah.
I can actually dribble with ball cam
pros
on.
can do it regardless.
Yeah, I can do it, but like I would recommend just doing it without ball cam. It's so much easier. Then I can.
I know.
What I would recommend too, by the way, is to practice dribbling without boost. Because if you boost, you're making your movements way wider and way faster, right? Whereas if I just slow down and I match the ball speed, I'm not being very frantic. I'm not being very fast. I'm being very controlled, right?
Yeah.
But control allows me to dribble on target now and flick it or get it over my opponent or whatever, right? If I get a good catch.
My God.
So remember what I talked about in our replay analysis? I said hold on to the ball as long as you can because then you won't be challenged. And if they challenge, that's when you flick. So that's the high-level mechanics. Whereas if I just flick it right away, well, you know, if I just flip into it, well, now I don't have ball control anymore. Now it's their ball.
Right.
So that's the difference of you catching it, keeping it on your car. And even if it drops, well, that's when you wait for him to challenge and you take a low 50. You know, you single jump, whatever you have to do to block him, right? Or say he challenges you, well, then you flip into it early and you try to get around him. Well, then he's past me and I don't have to do anything. I can literally just drive it into the net.
Man.
So that's the point of, like, you can do a whole lot from here. So I can literally just drop the ball and wait for him to go. And if I can flip it early, well, then he's back in my corner. I don't have to do anything. I can, again, literally just hit it. And again, I don't have to jump or do anything. I can literally just let it hit my car.
Yeah, man. Damn.
Practice your really controlled dribbling. Another thing that you can do is, obviously, if you can't really get it on your car yet, try to get it rolling and just try to get it on your car. Like, so go up on the side of it, right? So if it's rolling this way, try to go on the side of it. Then just try to get it, try to turn into it. Like this. Again, zero boost. Left or right. And if you turn over it, that's fine. Because then guess what? I can do this.
Move.
I can do this.
Yeah, you know move.
But literally just keeping it on your car, being able to turn it, keeping it on your car, being able to turn it, and boom, you're beat. Nothing complicated. Your goal is to beat your opponent, not to like get it in their net per se, if that makes any sense.
Right.
Because you want them to
that'll
commit.
beat you right there.
Yeah. Thing like triple jump resets. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm literally driving on the ground and turning.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. It just shows that I have that high level ability, right?
Yeah.
So at some point you'll go from being able to do that to, you know, the stuff that I'm doing. So hopefully that's some inspiration for you.
Hell yeah, it is.
So
yeah.
All right, do you have any questions for me
man.
about anything that I said? Any questions or concerns or anything like that?
No, and if you need some more effed up replays from me, I'll send you whatever you need.
For sure.